Morning, my name's Chris and welcome back to the Rural Project. So, are you like me and your insurance premiums absolutely going through the roof? Gotta say, I'm sick of seeing the insurance hikes. I have a couple of insurance policies on this place. So one is all the shed and the contents, fire and theft. And then I also have a separate insurance premium on the excavator and the augers that go with it and the buckets. Now the insurance premium on the excavator has gone from $600 to just over $1,000 to $1,200, nearly $1,300 this year. So it's doubled in 2 years, and it's just not sustainable. So what to do about it? So today's video, I'm showing you what I'm going to do to try and get over this huge insurance premium. So I've always had a couple of Reolink and PTZ cameras around the land. Couple of reasons, one for security, but also just to keep an eye on the wildlife. So what I've decided to do is not pay the insurance premium on the excavator, but I'm going to use the money that I saved this year to increase security, with fingers crossed that sort of stops anybody stealing it. I think the likelihood of somebody stealing the excavator is pretty low. It is an old machine, it's not that desirable, but it sure is worth an awful lot of money to me. The amount of times that I use it and the benefit I get out of it. But yeah, when it was $600 premium for the year, I didn't think that was too bad. It felt kind of achievable, but now it's more than doubled. Yeah, it's difficult to justify. So let me show you what I've done to increase the security on the land. So what I've done is I've taken the money that I would have spent on insurance this year, and I've purchased 2 of these Reolink PTZ cameras, and I'm going to strategically position them around the land. I'll show you installing one in a few minutes. What I've done is I've kind of mapped out on the land, right, if anybody was to try and come into the land, where would they have to come? With a truck or a car or even walking, and then put the PTZs in a position which allows me to sort of get coverage all over the land. And the other thing that I've done is I've purchased 4 air tags and some of these waterproof and sealed protective sort of covers that stick into position. So a few of the key pieces of equipment that might get stolen here, they're going to get air tags on them as well. And then the other thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to fit a kill switch to the excavator. So the kill switch to the excavator is just going to allow me to have a secret hidden switch where unless you flick that switch, the engine won't start. Now I'm not going to video that because it's kind of defeats the purpose really if you start showing people where the secret kill switch is. But yeah, I'll install that, and as I say, I just won't video it. But right, let's go get the first camera put into position, and then we'll show you what that's like. So the first place that I'm going to put one of these additional ones is in this area, so that I can get a view of anybody coming down anywhere here. What I've simply got is a 100 by 100 pine post, 3 meters long, and we'll just put a hole in the ground just about here. Well, a slight change of plan. I'm not going to actually position it just at the end of the hole post figure there. I'm actually going to move it just a bit further up here, and that's going to allow me to have a bit better viewing spot. It's also on a bit of a steeper ground, which I definitely won't be driving over. So I think that's yeah, it's going to be better just to position it slightly differently. Okay, we've got the hole dug. It's about 500 or 600 milli deep. Got to get a good hole depth because you actually need the post to be pretty solid. Obviously, if the post's not solid and you tiny bit of movement here, once you're 2 meters up in the air, you get quite a bit of movement there, and then you end up with a whole suite of false alarms. Right, now the hole's dug, let me go get the camera, go get some hardware, the drill, and something to backfill this hole and tamp the soil around. So these are dead simple to install. So this item goes facing the sun, and the solar panel fits onto that, and you can angle it whichever way you want to get it perfectly aligned with the sun. and then this bracket simply gets screwed to the top of the post. Those two connect, the camera's hung upside down, and yeah, with it being a PTZ or just a pan tilt, so there's no zoom on it, you can you can get this camera to sort of spin around and look at whatever you want. So let's get that mounted to the wooden post now. So you don't need anything flash. I've just gone through my old tub of screws. Put this one in first. What you've got to remember is just to make sure that you have fed that cable in, because when this thing hangs underneath all the way around the other side, you once you've screwed that down, you can't feed that cable in. So get that cable in first. That connects the Reolink camera to the solar panel. And then just simply get that in the right place and it clicks into place. There we go. So that's now locked in and secured. Just tighten this up. You want that actual antenna pointing down. Did come out as an alert from Reolink a while ago when you weren't getting a good reception. Point that antenna down, you get good reception. Right, now what we'll do, we'll mount this. I'll mount this to the top, and it's totally out of the way. And any old screws will do just to connect this. And now these two connect together. Spare cable out of the way. And you can angle that whichever way you want to get a really good position pointing at the sun. I'll just position it like that for now, and I can readjust it as necessary. Well, let's get this in the hole, get it orientated correctly. Before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check. I'm going to put this in the hole, and I'm going to make sure when I do the pan and tilt that I'm not, you know, all the way already at one extent. I want to be able to kind of do a 180 degree pan on this. So let's just temporarily put it in the hole and check that. Okay, so that's roughly in position there. A bit of a tilt on, a bit of a lean, but that's okay. I'm just going to now check with the app on my phone whether I've got that orientated and things will work. Okay, and as you've just seen, that actually pans around really good. So what I will need to do is a couple of these sort of bushes and trees here, we'll just need to remove them, otherwise I'll be getting all sorts of false alarms. But right, it's time now for me to have a quick look at the solar panel on the top, make sure that it's orientated correctly. And what I might actually do, I might actually point it more in this direction, because obviously you get a lot of those trees there will block the sun. So I think if I point it there, should get more hours of solar. Right, I'll do that adjustment, because once it's in the hole, it's pretty difficult to get up there. I have to bring the step ladders out. Okay, orientated slightly different to how it was, but hopefully that'll get the sun. I'll soon find out if it doesn't, because you actually start to get an alert if you don't get solar charging the batteries up. Okay, now let's get this hole back filled. Okay, nice and solid. Now, because I'm in Australia, almost guarantee tonight there'll be spiders coming to check this out, and they get all over the lens and make a mess of the imagery, so I'll do a little bit of a barrier all the way around. Obviously this will wash off, but still should last a few months. And then we'll give it a bit of a spray up there, and then on the top, not on the lens, and hopefully that'll keep away any bugs for quite a few months. Right, I'm going to go install the next one, and then I'll bring you guys back when I'm putting on the air tags. Okay, well that's it. Security cameras are up. I've got coverage over the whole of the land. The air tags are in place, so listen, this ain't going to stop somebody coming in and stealing. And obviously the insurance was fire and theft, and if a bushfire comes through here, none of this is going to protect that either. I have thought about putting up a steel shed down here so that I can just back the excavator in and at least keep the body of the excavator out of a fire, but I don't know. We'll think about that one. But for now, I've got security cameras here, so if somebody does come onto the land looking for anything to steal, they should get caught on camera. And air tags in place, so if anything significant is stolen, the air tags will allow me to sort of track them. So yeah, I do know that if somebody comes and steals it and the air tag goes off, people may be able to hear it. But listen, it's one of those things. A lot of the things people will be stealing here, they won't be putting in the car. They'll be towing it on the back of the car or bringing the truck down and putting it into the back of the truck, so hopefully they wouldn't hear it. And anyway, every little bit helps, and this has saved me $1,200–1,300. So I'm hoping it's going to be good enough. Only time will tell. There's always some thieving person out there, isn't there, who wants to take something that's not theirs. But the insurance, like I said, just got too expensive to justify. So you got to take measures into your own hands and do what you think is going to be good enough. Okay, well thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on the Rural Project.